Instead, you will be engulfed by the Wade Wackos, the Duke fans ready for their Blue Devils to go to work. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Blue Devils will kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So North Carolina's offense will get the first possession of the game. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. It's caught. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Here's the give off the left side. At the 45 on his way. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. And the Tar Heels moving quickly to the line.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
They have relished this tight victory. Time these two got together, Pollard.
Yeah, it's just winning is beautiful. And when you beat your rival and you get those bragging rights, Palmer, it is a glorious thing for a whole year and sometimes longer.
Well, that's the best thing about rivalry games like this. For the winning team, whoever pulls this one out here today, their fans are going to be bragging about this one for a long time.
3rd down play from the gun. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hamilton. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Tar Heels getting set on 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. With the catch, it's Randolph. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Duke's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. One thing to keep an eye on in this game, when they get a back isolated on a linebacker, who wins that matchup?
Quarterback likes the matchup, but this linebacker, he's different, man. Not only is he a hitter, he's got the athleticism to cover people, too.
Normally you say that's a win for the running back. A running back on a linebacker, I win. But this guy is different. Interested to watch this matchup.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Line gets set, first down. Fast motion from the offense. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
This offense has a second down play. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's knocked down in the... Lose a couple.
How about that defense? In the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
On third down, going up top. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Blue Devils line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance.
All kinds of running room. He's at the 10. Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field. The penalty wipes out the big play and the touchdown. It is just a punch in the gut for any offense. Offense set on first down. The inside handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Randolph. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They'll try to move the chains on this third and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, picked off. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit. The defense able to come up with a big pick.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Last time line, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
He's got him, and they convert. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. We can just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Leaves it with the running back. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. He'll set up to throw. Gets it out fast. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Blue Devils! He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem, I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Now on first down from the 28. Quick completion to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll line up for a second down play. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. It'll be third and short from their own 33. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. And the Tar Heels will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He's going to pass on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Snagged in the middle, it's Jones. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Oh, he finds his slot receiver on that 4th down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy is not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get open and read coverage. Every quarterback loves having a slot receiver like that.
And the Blue Devils come to the line in the hurry-up. The give on the inside. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. The quick out. They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a 1st down. The Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You've got to do a lot of this.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the offense. Pulls it and fires to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be 4th down.
3rd and 2, trying to be physical, trying to win the battle up front. Almost there, Palmer, just short, 4th and inches.
Yeah, and he was so disappointed he didn't pick up that first. He's looking over to the sidelines right now, asking for the ball again here on 4th.
Listen, when you got a big sucker like that at quarterback, all he's got to do is lean forward, and he's going to get that 4th down. He just does a great job getting behind the offensive line, falling forward, and getting the big 4th down conversion.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Okay, ready?
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Snags it over the middle. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too.
Intercepted. Crosses midfield. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, North. How about that D coming up with a play like that?
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick-6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Complete downfield. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. Using his feet. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Caught in the backfield. It's Jones. Touchdown, Duke! A great catch and run for 6.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. UAB went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Blazers team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. On second down, he's looking downfield. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big chunks.
Man, that is one this QB is going to wish he had back. That receiver was so wide open. There was nobody even near him, and the quarterback somehow overthrew him.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. The Tar Heels will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to move it through the air. Takes a shot as he lets it go. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing the second.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He'll take another shot here. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Tom? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
He'll pitch it. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. The option look. He'll toss it. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And the Blue Devils will hustle to the line. They'll run the option. Quick toss. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Quarterback checking the play. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. It's caught downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Now on the option. He'll toss it. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Takes it the other way. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, UNC! And this... with points of their own. What an interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
They push it out to the 39 after picking up 5. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the chains for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're getting this guy lathered up. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Caught behind the line. It's Boyd. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Now, a 4th down.
Way too close to punt, way too far for the field goal. They'll go for it on 4th down. On 1st and 10 from the 38. Give to the running back. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
This is so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. They'll run the sneak for it. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Off play action on 1st down. He's got his man across the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else.
He's got it on the right. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Blue Devils! And they take it in for 6 more points. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. He'll do it himself. He'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Tackle on the play at the 17-yard line. Second down.
They'll leave it with him. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Then just inside their own 20, they need to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Randolph. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. And the Tar Heels will line it up on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Pushes ahead for a couple, they'll mark it at the 33. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got his man quickly. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Tar Heels have their offense in high gear. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. The offense set for a first down play. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Duke. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
What a play by this defense. The offense going in to take the lead. No. Flip the script. The big pick 6. Now you're leading in this ball game. What a play by the D.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Trying to find his man on first down. Working that left side now. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Now they'll run the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative play.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block it.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Bill.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Coming after him. He's got the tight end. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's complete to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Jesse, that's like a throwback to yesteryear, tossing it to a pass-catching fullback.
Well, it's nice to know as a quarterback, when things aren't open downfield, you can find the big fella for a check down.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. This is a big 3rd down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds his big tight end. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on 4th down, and it pays off there.
And that just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical 4th down and execute.
And the Blue Devils with the 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And just got enough of the football there by the defender, breaking on the football, getting his hand on it. He couldn't bat it down, but he got a fingertip on it, tipped that thing away from the receiver, made the big play, saving the touchdown.
Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Gets it out quickly. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on...
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Gets open down the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. to the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Hamilton. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. And the Tar Heels headed quickly to the line. Going up top on first down. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Dialing up a second down pass play. And this sophomore's going to learn you can't force that type of pass. Very lucky to get it back. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it's picked off for the third time today. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Find space on the right. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
Makes the grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Duke. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Coming out with it, it's Hamilton. He was looking for a lot more on that one. Instead, he's out of bounds at the 14. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Unloads to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Fires to the wideout. Finds his man, and they convert. And they fight him to the bitter end, all the way down to putting some more numbers in the stat column, but they'll come up a little short as time expires. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.